Let's look at the next topic of conversions between different systems. Today we're looking at temperature, degrees Celsius and degrees Fahrenheit. You know, South Africa uses degrees Celsius. However, other parts of the world uses degrees Fahrenheit. So what is my conversion equation? That is the equation that we're working from. Please write this down. This is so important to have in your notebook, especially when you revise and you go through the stuff that we have done. So the first equation is from degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit. So we have our degrees in Celsius, but we want it in Fahrenheit. So it is in brackets 1,8 times your degrees Celsius that I will give you plus 32 degrees. And that answer will give you your degrees in Fahrenheit. Equation 2 is where you have your unit in degrees Fahrenheit and you want to convert it into degrees Celsius. You can see I color coded. All the degrees Celsius will be in blue and all the degrees Fahrenheit will be in red. So for the second equation, you will take your degrees Fahrenheit and subtract 32 degrees. That answer you're going to divide with 1.8. That is why the brackets are so important. Please do not leave them out, especially when you do it on the calculator, because otherwise your whole equation will be wrong. So you can either first get the answer for the subtraction within the bracket and then divide it by 1.8, or you can type in this whole thing into your calculator. Let's look at the first example. The temperature in Antarctica is negative 57 degrees Celsius converted to Fahrenheit. So we have our unit in Celsius and we want it in Fahrenheit. Now the first thing you do is you write the conversion equation without anything in, just as is, because I want to see the formula. I want to see what you're working from. In some cases you even get a mark for just writing that. Okay, so we are going to substitute the degrees Celsius with negative 57 degrees Celsius. And that's what we did here. 1.8 times negative 57 degrees Celsius gives me negative 102.6 degrees plus 32, which gives me my final answer of negative 70.6 degrees Fahrenheit. If you are asked to round it off to the nearest whole number, it would be negative 71 degrees Fahrenheit. Please write this example in your notebook. I want to see it in your notebook. If you need time, you can pause here. The chocolate cake must be baked at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Convert it to degrees Celsius. So this is in Fahrenheit and I want it in Celsius. First thing we write is the formula, the conversion equation. Then we're going to substitute the degrees Fahrenheit with 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're going to get the answer for the bracket. So 350 minus 32 gives me 318 degrees. Then I'm going to divide it by 1.8 and I get 176.7 degrees Celsius. And if I'm going to round it off to the nearest whole number, then I get 177 degrees Celsius. Please write this in your book. I want to see this example. You can pause the video here if you need more time. Now I want you to do exercise 2 on page 41, number 1 and number 2.